Imagine there was a TV sitcom about a fictional government. Then the people said, "We like this show so much, we want it to be our actual government." Well, that is what has happened in Ukraine. There was an election Sunday. The results are still being tallied, but a brand new party is poised to have an outright majority. So here's the quick backstory. In 2003, Volodymyr Zelensky co-founded a production company called Kvartel 95. Zelensky is a Jewish comedian who has starred in a bunch of Ukrainian and Russian movies. In 2015, Kvartel 95 launched a show called Servant of the People. Zelensky plays a high school teacher who becomes the president of Ukraine. The show begins with one of his students secretly recording him ranting about politics. The video goes viral, propelling Zelensky's character onto the national stage. Eventually, 3 seasons were published. Then, last New Year's Eve, Zelensky announced that he was going to run for the presidency in real life. In March, Zelensky received first place in round 1 with 30%. In April, he completely swept round 2 with 73%. During his inauguration, he called for a new snap election based on the fact that the Ukrainian parliament had been without an actual ruling coalition for a while. He also appointed numerous people from Kvartel 95 to high-level government positions. Meanwhile, Kvartel 95 had already set up an actual political party in 2016. In 2018, they changed the name of their fledgling party to the name of the TV show. They only had their first ever party congress on June 9th, 2019. Now they appear to have won a large majority of the Ukrainian parliament. They received about 43% of the vote. The second largest party is a socialist party called Opposition Platform. They will only get about 13%. 2 other center-right parties will get about 8% each. Meanwhile, there is another celebrity-fueled new political party. The lead singer of a major Ukrainian band started his own party called Voice. He got 6%. Half of the seats are allocated by nationwide proportional representation of all parties who get more than 5%. The other half are elected by individual local mandates. Nationally, about 19% of voters voted for a party that did not make the 5% threshold. Many of the seats have not been awarded yet, but Servant of the People, the brand new party based on a TV show, has already secured a majority of the seats. So now a fictional president from a TV show is the actual president. A bunch of people who worked on the TV show are now high-level government officials. A brand new political party based on the TV show is going to control a majority of parliament. So what is Servant of the People? Well, it's too new to even really know what they stand for. Like I said, they had their first party congress last month. At the core is a strain of anti-establishment populism. There are probably similarities with the Italian Five-Star Movement. However, Five-Star is anti-EU and Servant of the People is a pro-EU party. Of course, Ukraine is not yet a member of the EU. Some of the top names in Servant of the People are high-profile anti-corruption activists. However, others are filmmakers and celebrities. Zelensky portrays himself as a libertarian, but he doesn't seem to be a libertarian for any of the good stuff. He wants to legalize prostitution and legalize gambling. However, he opposes expanding gun rights for lawful citizens. I also haven't seen Zelensky champion freedom of speech. Things are being banned left and right in Ukraine. In fact, as I understand it, one of Zelensky's own movies is banned in the Ukraine. He says the taxpayers should pay for abortions. I wonder if he's more interested in bringing Northern European-style leftism to the Ukraine than he is in bringing libertarianism. The positive thing I can say about Zelensky is that he appears committed to resolve the ongoing war in Donbass. After the Minsk II agreement in 2015, both sides ceased the use of most heavy weaponry. However, people are still being killed by small artillery, mortars, and small arms on a weekly basis. The administrations of Zelensky and Putin have mutually expressed a willingness to cooperate with each other, and it looks like some progress is being made. The area between the cities of Luhansk and Stanitsia was recently demilitarized. Both sides have removed weapons and dismantled roadblocks. Negotiations have been underway for a possible all-for-all prisoner exchange that would include about 200 people on both sides. Among the people who would be released would be the 24 Ukrainian sailors, POWs on both sides, and certain people convicted of being spies by both sides. Later today, I will post an update in the community section of this YouTube channel when the final results of the election are out. Servant of the people is definitely going to have a majority. At this point, it is just a question of how big of a majority. On a side note, this was Ukraine's 8th election since independence, and voter turnout has dropped for every single election. Only about 49% of eligible voters participated. This is a truly wacky situation. I don't really know what to make of it. We are about to find out what happens when the people democratically elect a TV show to run their nation. All right, click the like button, post a comment, tell me what you think about this. And please consider making a donation to this YouTube channel, as YouTube has mass demonetized all my videos. And please support my sponsor, Patriotic Flags, the online flag store, patriotic-flags.com. They're having a major sale this week until Friday night. And click the subscribe button. New video every few days.